Hey everyone, Caront here, welcoming you back to Final Fantasy Tactics. In the last episode, we headed here into Yardal Fort City and found the mysterious malcontent that we had run into in Dorter Trade City, here in Yardal Fort City, trying to kill his sister. The bad guy is Malik, the good girl is Rafa, and Rafa is now a part of our party, temporarily at least. You'll notice, she has her Heaven Knight abilities, and he has Hell Knight abilities as it turns out. These Heaven Thunder and Asura attacks, it mentions randomly attacks in effect range, and you notice Thunder is lightning elemental, Asura is fire. Rafa's attacks are dependent on having high faith, so in many ways she's a pretty good mage type character. Everything else in regards to the stuff that she has is basic squire stuff. Aside from that, that's really all there is to her ability. I don't particularly like using Rafa in battle too much because her attacks are so random. But if you want to shift her over to be more of a mage character, she would be really good at that, I think. Also, in terms of party stuff, well, actually, as it turns out, I think I might have a new red chocobo. Yeah, looks like I do, so farewell, Rukios. Let me replace you with my new ready here, Radinea. Then it looks like we might have... Nah, never mind, I'm still better, haha. Alright. We don't have anybody new, any others new in terms of birds, I guess. I will go ahead and mention, though, the biggest change I made was I moved Monica away from Calculator because I got all of the math skills thanks to some propositions and also a little bit of extra battling on the side. So that's taken care of. I've gone ahead and moved her over to Summoner. Summoner is one of the few, basically, magic classes that cannot be calculated. So to some degree, there's maybe a little bit of less value in that, but I still like Summoner because of its reach and because you can have a lot of different abilities. Some of the ones that I will be going for, of course, are your first elementals. I will also be going for Golem as well, because you notice it mentions evades physical weapon damage. If you use a Golem attack, you can, in effect, shield your enemies from physical blows, I think from at least one of them. I'd have to look into it to get some more details, but that is definitely something I will be going after as well. As for the bigger ones, I'm not sure yet. They take a lot of JP. So yeah, that's definitely something to keep in mind. Another thing I will mention also is I went ahead and put Concentrate on Timothy, which basically renders some of the problems with his throws and attacks obsolete, and is a really good ability for him to have if you don't worry about JP anymore. I actually, now that I think about it, might want to do that for Ramza too if I have it. I don't, so let's see if I can get it. I can't quite, crap. Oh well. Nice try though, me. Okay, aside from that, something you'll want to keep in mind for the battle upcoming is, in the Yuguo Woods, we're going to have a battle a lot like we had over in the Ziggulas Swamp. So bringing Mustadio along, definitely worth it. He will be worth his weight in platinum in this battle. So let's go ahead and head in here and see what we find. Okay, so we have ourselves a wide open space in this one, so pretty much arrange your units as best you can, really. And you also notice having Rafa in the party actually does not diminish our capacity, which is really good too. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and have my 3 physical / pseudo magical fighters there. I want to have, let's see, have Monica over here, and I want to put Mustadio over here. Because the samurai is going to be doing pretty well this time, and since my calculator is no longer a calculator, well, she will be much better equipped to do that. So I'm actually going to give Agrius a break, I think, for this battle, and I think with everything else, we should be good to go. Welcome to battle number 29 in the Yuguo Woods. Those who died in the war haven't been able to rest. Return to the future life once again with your affection left in this life. And with that weird cryptic sentence, the battle begins with the objective, kill 'em all. And you notice there's a lot of them, however, having Mustadio along is going to make things a good bit easier. Thankfully. Alright, so let's see. What do I want to do with my guys? You notice we're up against roughly odds of 7 to 5, or 7 to 6 rather. Actually, so it's not so bad. Okay. Let me go ahead and head over here. And I want to do some chunking because that's probably going to be the best tactic for him. I think fireballs are going to be really useful here, especially against some of these undeads. Yeah, you see that. That'll take that one out right offhand. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, there we go. I will note also, if you do choose to bring Agrias with you, she can be very effective as well, because Lightning Stab and Holy Explosion are pretty darn good against these guys. The fact that I gave her a break, though, shouldn't be too bad, I don't think. Are you... Ooh, this ain't gonna work. Okay, so I guess in that case, Ramsey, you get to stand pat for the moment. Unfortunately, those attackers, basically, who don't have as much in terms of move, are going to be at a little bit of an issue when it comes to certain things, in terms of getting at least to an effective part of the battlefield. Okay, so you're going to haste yourself, which means I need to try to kill you soon, and that's not going to happen. Okay. I'm a little surprised you... Oh, well, I guess she didn't really have the option to move close to an ally. And yeah, you notice we have the revenants and ghouls and such, and they can teleport. And they teleport pretty reliably too, so you'll want to watch out for that. Okay, yep, this is about to go. Alright, fair enough. Yep, that's no surprise. I don't think she's going to be too much of a problem. I might, if possible, want to get Mustadio over that way to try to basically snipe her out. But, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so, let's see. Well, yeah, Tabitha's not really going to be able to get to anybody just yet. It's probably going to be next turn that she'll be able to do really effective damage. But for now, at least, I can try to do this. Well, let me actually try to not act the... not act the time mage that just hasted herself. Oh, well, yeah, I wasn't sure if that would proc. I kind of didn't think it would, but still. Let's see... Yeah, I think the biggest enemy in this one, to some degree, is kind of the terrain, because it keeps your units that don't have a lot of height. That's not what I wanted to do. Kind of keeps them out of the action a bit. I want to seal evil. There we go. Go ahead and start petrifying. Because, since these suckers are undead, they can all be petrified. Which, like I said, makes Mustadio worth his weight in platinum in this battle. Alright, so you're going to run up and probably hit my samurai. Yeah, that's no surprise. And, good, that's not much of a surprise either. Okay, Summoner, let's see what you can do here, huh? You're a little more durable now, so I don't have a problem sending you out into the front. Okay, let's see. Alright, CT, let's see CT5. What is that going to hit? That's going to hit herself. And not really anybody else worth... Okay, so let's not do that then. Let's see, 4? How will that do? That will hit also him. My Time Mage and myself. Well, both Time Mages, actually. So, what I might want to do is... Let's see, is 3 going to do? 3 is going to hit... Ooh, I like that. You notice, CT3 is going to hit 3 enemies and no allies. So, let's see. Let me charge up my bestest fiery magic here. Yeah, there we go. That'll do. And unfortunately, it doesn't hit for a huge amount, but the fact that it hits all 3 of them is pretty nice. I think this is the first time we've actually seen Demi be used. It's not a spell I see used all that often, really. Okay, Ramza, let's see. How about you? Just go ahead and poke the Time Mage. I think that may very well kill her, actually. Yeah, it will. And then some. Okay, then you are going to cast... Well, oh lord. Boy, you cast quite the attack then, didn't you? And it missed. I love Abandon. I love Blade Grasp even more, but Abandon's good too. Mostly because it works on magic. Alright, so you're going to try to threaten my Summoner. We're not going to have any of that. But I'm going to go ahead and start poking holes in this Black Mage here. And yeah, that'll do it. Good. I've got to say, I actually am a little I wouldn't necessarily say proud of myself exactly, but I think I'm building a pretty good team, which is definitely good because as we start getting into the end of Chapter 3, which is where we almost are, and then start making our way toward Chapter 4, we're going to need a good team, definitely. Okay, let's see. Can I do much of anything with my swords here? That will hit you. Let's see. Can I do anything with Murasame? Because that's going to heal. Will it heal her? Oh, it will. Good. Let's see. I don't think what would be the better course. Healing my summoner or trying to kill you? I'm going to go with healing my summoner, actually. And hopefully this will not break the sword. Please don't break the sword. Okay, good. I don't think it did. Alright. And Mustadio, how about you go ahead and get over here and just snipe out this Time Mage. That'd probably be the best move. Oh yeah, definitely. And it missed. Well, it did say 77% and not 100%. So, I guess on that note, I'm glad I just healed the summoner, because otherwise she would be almost dead. And that obviously would be a bad thing. Okay, so, Ramza. Before this guy gets to cast whatever he's casting on my ninja, let's go ahead and poke him full of holes here. Okay, so now that just leaves, I think, 2 left. And it leaves poor Rafa pretty much doing virtually nothing. Sorry! I've got better allies than you, I'm afraid. And I'm far more scared of this Time Mage than I am of the Revenant, so you die first. Okay, so you're gonna hit the summoner. Yeah. Oh, okay, you're gonna put the summoner to sleep. Interesting. I thought you would have just gone ahead and attacked, but oh well. Can the summoner? Summoner can't kill you, can she? No. Okay. Well, let's see. What's your CT at? Your CT's 4. So I want to see actually if I can hit you and nobody. Oh Lord. Well, yeah, true. 100 will be that too. Okay, that's not the best move then. What's your level? You are at 29, so that's a prime number. So that actually will be an easy target. Alright, and then let's go ahead and I could petrify you actually. And that would hit Ramza and my oh god, that's a bad move too. Yeah, this is kind of the issue sometimes with doing this, is it's a little tough to be able to get everything right. Let's see, that's going to hit my samurai. Actually, though, no, now that I think about it, something I can do, and shame on me for not thinking of this, is let me go ahead and do level, prime number, and do my best cure spell, because you're undead, so this isn't going to help you, it's actually going to hurt you, and it's going to heal everybody else, so, I get it. See, that's the thing with Calculator, is it sort of forces you to think in different ways about how you want to do attacks and such. It's really nice, because, yeah, I mean, you basically have to sit here and go, okay, how am I going to do this a little differently? And it makes for a really good, it really kind of makes you a lot more creative, and I like that. And you're dead. So battle's over. Yeah, in about 14 minutes. The spiritual forest. I never want to come back. Well, we won't really have to. At least not for the story, anyway. And with that, we win a pretty darn short Battle 29. We get 19,600 gil on top of a Phoenix down. Well, 2 Phoenix downs, so hey, that's good. Alrighty, so that pretty much wraps it up for the Yuguo Woods. But there are a couple things I do want to say before we go. First off, Riovanes Castle, as you might expect with a castle-y objective, is a 3-parter. It is the end of Chapter 3, so be prepared accordingly. Get your people out of propositions, get equipment for everybody, make sure you got enough items and all that good stuff. Make sure you got a save file before you come in here, just in case your levels are a little low. I will note also, I want you to have some special items ready for Riovanes. I mentioned buying the Jade Armlets earlier. Another good thing to get is the Chameleon Robe for Ramza. Also, make sure that every item you have is ready, because the battles in Riovanes Castle, particularly the second and third ones, basically mandate a different strategy, a different way of thinking about battles, and that can really trip people up. These battles in Riovanus are known for basically pushing people away from the game entirely, and so you'll want to be prepared accordingly. Next time on Final Fantasy Tactics, we will go into Riovanus Castle and see if we can rescue Alma. So thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see y'all later.